Welcome to Malifaux University. 613, Gaining Ground Scheme, Sweating Bullets. When you choose Sweating Bullet as one of your schemes, you secretly choose a model in your crew other than your crew leader. Though you pick one of your own models, the focus of this scheme, which is an updated version of Catch and Release from Gaining Ground Season 3, is really the masters and henchmen in your opponent's crew. Check this out. The reveal condition for Sweating Bullets is scored at the end of the turn. Your chosen model must be within 6 inches of the center point of the playing area and engaging an enemy master or henchman. If this is the case, you can reveal the scheme and score the victory point. Nothing happens to either of the models involved. Note that even though your model must engage a master or henchman model, neither that master nor that henchman need to be the enemy crew leader, and you don't have to choose a specific enemy model at the start of the game to be your target. Be sure to review your opponent's crew so you know which models are eligible for you to score this point. To score the end condition, you need to keep paying attention to the enemy master and henchman models. There must be no unengaged enemy master or henchman models within 6 inches of the center point. That's a double negative, so I'll rephrase it. At the end of the game, if any enemy master or henchman models are within 6 inches of the center point, you need to have models engaging them. Alternatively, you can make sure there are no enemy master or henchman models within 6 inches of the center point, then it won't matter if they're engaged or not. If either of these are true, then you score the victory point. Remember that models with summon upgrades or tokens cannot interact and don't count for friendly schemes or strategies for the turn they are summoned. Naturally, you cannot select a model at the beginning of the game that you have not hired, so this won't matter for the reveal. If you intend to summon a model to engage an enemy master or henchman for the end condition, you will have to have summoned that model no later than turn 4. I'll take a brief moment now to thank all those who were patrons at the time this video was made, especially Sergey, Keith, Alan, Jeremy, Tom, and Travis, and many more at the free student tier. Your support is essential to bringing these videos to life. Let's see this in action. A Captain Zip Infamous crew is in an encounter with Jacob Lynch Dark Bet. The Infamous player chooses Iron Skeeter 3 to be the Sweating Bullets model for the reveal. When Dark Bet Jacob Lynch leads his crew, the Hungering Darkness henchman becomes a master model and the leader of the crew. Since Zip doesn't have to choose a target, masters Jacob Lynch and Hungering Darkness and henchmen Gwyneth Maddox and Kitty Dumont all could count for the scheme. In turn 4, the Iron Skeeter has been on the receiving end of a charge from the strung-out Jacob Lynch, who tore the gremlin up with his sharp claws. An Illuminated also charges the Iron Skeeter, using his Tear Apart attack to further reduce the Iron Skeeter to just 2 health. Since Iron Skeeter 3 was specifically chosen to score this scheme, the Bayou player is feeling the pressure to keep this one alive. The Iron Skeeter waits to be the last to activate, and then uses his barrel roll on Jacob Lynch, cheating in a mask to get the bowled over trigger. This pushes Lynch 4 inches away from the Skeeter and the Illuminated, and pushes the Iron Skeeter toward Jacob Lynch. The Iron Skeeter is now within 6 inches of the center point and engaging an enemy master. At the end of the turn, the Bayou player reveals the scheme and scores the victory point. In turn 5, the Bayou player has to engage all 4 of the 10 Thunder's masters and henchmen if they're within 6 inches of the center point. Near the end of the turn, Gwyneth Maddox is dead, and Hungering Darkness is all the way over here, so they're not a problem. Kitty Dumont is over here, engaged by a Bayou Gator, and Jacob Lynch is engaged by Captain Zip near the center point. It's looking good for the Bayou crew until Kitty Dumont is the last model to activate. She uses her Drawn to Brilliance bonus action to discard a Brilliance token from Jacob Lynch and push herself 5 inches towards him, breaking away from the Gator. That puts her within 6 inches of the center point while keeping her out of Zip's 2-inch engagement range. In the end, there is an unengaged enemy henchman within 6 inches of the center point, so the Bayou crew does not score the end condition. That's the Gaining Ground scheme, Sweating Bullets. Pick up a printable set of all the markers and tokens you need to play Malifaux in the Wargames Vault. If you haven't already, Join us on Patreon to receive early, ad-free access to all new content. And be sure to visit the Malifaux University gift shop for the latest in Malifaux-themed shirts, hoodies, drinkware, and more. Links are in the notes below. And remember, play friendly games, keep it simple, and have fun.